Hey guys, this is Dr. Bhaskar. I had secured a rank of 49 in NEET PG 2019. So as we all know that NEET PG 2021 is right around the corner, I thought I would share a small tip for you guys as this has helped me a lot in my own exams. So this tip which I'm talking about is something which I like to use in Google Sheets. I have named it as bird's eye view. So here it is, which I have in front of you, the bird's eye view of all the topics which I had prepared during my own examination in one page, in one place, where I can keep track of each and everything. So what is the use of this? Why do I use this bird's eye view? In this NEET PG examination, there is going to be 19 subjects which are going to be in front of you, and sometimes it becomes very difficult to keep track of your progress. And tracking your progress is quite difficult if you're not careful about it. I'm going to explain in details how I have made this table for me myself and divided each and every subject into its corresponding topics in front of me in one page where I keep track of it. Studying subjects in one go is not very useful. We tend to do this. We tend to study one particular subject, for example, physiology, and finish it off in one go. And then when revision time comes, we come again to the subject and finish it off. But the difficulty with that part is that even though we feel good in our heads that yes, we have finished physiology, studying one subject and then repeating it many months after it is not very good. And the only reason we finish one subject at one go is because we want to give a mental check mark in our head that yes, we have finished something. But what this system lets us do is that since each and every topic is its own tick mark, so we don't feel bad that a subject is not completed. We feel okay that all right, let's finish just two topics from physiology, but at least we can see it in front of our eyes that yes, those two topics are done. All right, let's start. You can see each and every subject has been divided into its corresponding subtopics, and as much as possible, I divided them into smaller topics. Let's zoom it out so that the people who are looking at 480p and 360p can actually see what is going on the screen. So we can see here in anatomy, I have listed out brain, spinal cord. Then even though head and neck is a very vast chapter, so I divided into 5 different parts. And then we come thorax, then upper limb I have divided into 4 parts, lower limb into 3 parts, just because I realized that if I wrote upper limb as one topic, it takes me around 3 hours to finish the upper limb. But now as I have divided that topic into 4 subtopics, the upper limb itself is approachable now. After anatomy, we can see physiology, biochemistry, SPM, pathology, everything is here listed out. Let me zoom out again so that we can see how I have arranged that page in the first place. So you can see there's a green bar in the center, right? So whatever is before this and whatever and after this has a significance. We know in my NEET exam and in this NEET 2021 exam, we will have 3 sections. The first section is going to have your anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and all the second year subjects and SPM, and everything else will be falling into the clinicals, and it is an equal divide, 150 questions here, 150 questions there. So this goes straight in the center, dividing the non-clinical from the clinical subjects. So we have our anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, SPM, pathology, micro, bio, and pharma. Not bio, actually, it's under micro only. And all the clinicals are in one subject. So we can keep track that we are actually studying each and every topic or not. We cannot be weak in one and not be like strong in another. We have to be equal in everywhere. So that is the first criteria which I made to divide these topics. Next, I was primarily a DAM student. So most of the things which I have listed out is according to the course which DAMS provided me. And I have also added a few nicks and pieces from my own experience from other sources and divided it as much as possible so that uh, I can keep track. I don't miss anything out in before the examination. So let's see here. Zooming in out again, zooming it in again. Anatomy has been divided into many parts. Physiology has been divided into subtopics. Everything is organized. We know that microbiology has bacteriology, parasitology, and mycology. So I have even subtopic the viruses according to their individual families or names. Same goes with your bacteria because we know it's very difficult to remember bacteria. So, if you keep even entire bacteriology in one go, you'll not like it. So it's better to be divided, even subdivided into bacterias. So these are the topics for PSM, or not PSM, forensic medicine. This is pharma. At the top of every line, we can see that I have highlighted the subject, and again, that subject, there is a number. This number represents the number of questions which will be coming in the examination from that particular subject. So anatomy has 17 questions, physiology has 17, biochem has 16. Same goes for all the other subjects as well. What I did was simple. I finished the topic, selected those topics, went here, colored it off as suppose light green because it was my first read, right? So now each and every day I would come here and see that wow. So as time goes on, and as you can see, I'm converting a few sections of the pages to green. So now each and every morning I come back here, see this. These are the topics which I've already done. If I go through it a second time and I have like made sure that I have studied it properly, then I'll color it as green. So each and every layer of extra studies, I change the color a bit to let me know that yes, that particular subject has been studied again and I'm confident. So each and every color will represent a particular confidence level. So what I used personally was light green, green, dark green, and finally the final revision I colored it as blue so that I make sure that in the last 1 month before the examination I have finished everything once. What I used to do during my preparation time is that I used to have my laptop in front of me in the corner of the table, open every day, each and every time I studied, with this thing in front of me, staring at me, reminding me how much I have progressed and how much I need to do, and making sure that I don't miss out on anything. First of all, I am tracking what I'm studying. When there is crunch time, I make sure that I study more and more. All right, that's basically the idea behind it. So now what I would like to share with you is that one day before the examination, just one day before the examination, how was the state of this table, right? So let's go to this section here and we can see this is my table one day before the exam. So you can see most of this entire page is green. So the goal is the main thing is this only. As days would go on, the amount of greenery in the page would slowly and steadily increase, and it showed me that I am headed towards the right direction. Then, for example, after predetermined stop point, I chose a day from where 2 rounds of revision start. So for that round, I would change to a different color. So here you can see that this dark green represents, for example, the first round of revision or the final round, as this is the final state of my page. Turning a single cell green was relatively easy. So at one time, I had to complete only a small piece of task, and that usually a 30 to 45-minute time slot. So this is one day before the examination. So you can see I didn't manage to finish a few topics here and there. So this is first of all, after my revision started, I completely removed all the greens and started afresh. You can see one day before the exam in physio, I didn't revise endocrine a lot. Enzymes, I couldn't finish it. It's not perfect. Even in SPM, I could not revise my DVT slides. Biostats, I was quite confident about. So therefore, even though it got missed, I'm not so sorry about that. Infectious disease was an important topic, and I wanted to study this before the exam, and I didn't do that. Then vaccines, then few of the systemic pathology I could not revise. Bacteriology I studied, but I did not, like, it is not dark green, so therefore it's not that strong. FSM I studied as much as possible. Even the poisoning is not green here, I think, so I have studied poisoning really well. Then pharma I was really strong at almost everything except autocoids. There is, you can see a few things different from the other one. For example, here you can see this SPM color, microbiology color, a bit different from the rest. Now, because microbiology I had to search in one go. Since microbiology I divided into micro, viro, bacterio, and parasito, so I colored the headings of all these things in the same color so that I know that where are the other pieces of microbiology. Similarly, anything which is having a less number of questions, for example, 10 questions in forensic, 10 in ortho, psychiatry, 10, anything which is less, relatively less, or a short subject, I colored this violet so that I know that okay, these are the subjects which are the shorter ones. The important topics before the examination, I made it a higher font value and I highlighted it. No. I increased the font size also. I bolded it. Then here are the surgical bits and obs and gynae pieces. I almost finished entire gynae. Obs I finished, lost a few points there. So that was my day before the examination. Let's talk about the thing that why I chose Google Sheets. There are many options out there. The main of them, you know, there are many options out there. The main of them being Excel, where I can do the same exact thing. But the problem with Excel is that the app's money in the laptop, and the Chrome web app is not that intuitive. Obviously, on Google Chrome, Google Sheets will be much better than Excel. Next thing is that I don't need to save the file when I am on Chrome and when I'm on Google Sheets. This Google Sheet file is directly linked to my Google Drive, obviously, and which is in my storage, and I don't need to save individual separate files. So everything is in one file. I don't need to save multiple copies of it. And anyways, I prefer Google Drive over Microsoft OneDrive. Another important point is that suppose you are thinking of doing the same thing, but you don't want to use a laptop and you have the convenience of your cell phone. The good thing about Google Sheets is that same file can be accessed by your phone using the Google Sheets app, which is free of course, and we can go back and forth between the laptop and the mobile in real time. Only thing you need is the app on your phone and not even a good, even a simple internet connection will do just fine. So next, if you're really interested in having this bird's eye view in front of you all the time to make sure that you don't miss out on any point, let's see, I'll help you to show how to set this up. So first of all, let's go to a normal Google Chrome homepage. Then let's go to Google Drive. So you can search Google Drive here, but I always keep a link here. Click on Google Drive. It opens to my Google Drive page. If you don't have a Google Drive, you just have to give your Gmail and use that to make a Google Drive file. And this is what you're going to be shown. So now we are in our Google Drive. As you can see, if I wanted to create a new file, for example, I want to create a new Google Sheet, I will just click on this new button here, go down to Google Sheets here and create a blank spreadsheet. So now you have this file, right? And this file can be accessed by your cell phone. You just have to download the Google Sheets app and log in using our same Gmail, and this is going to open at the top of your Google Sheets. Or if you're interested in what I have already done, I'm going to share this file, this bird's eye file, via link. This share link is there. I'll copy the link and send it over to you. It will be down there in the description box. That will be the first time I will be saying this sentence in this channel. Go down to the go down to the description box below and click on that link because that's useful. Anyways, suppose after you have clicked on that link, the next thing you would like to do is that since this file will be a read-only file, you should go over and go over to this file section here and click on make a copy. Now, once you make a copy out of it, that is going to be your own file. So therefore, on that file, you'll be able to edit and change all the things which you want. This changing facility will not be available if you use my own file because it's a read-only file. I don't want other people to come here and delete everything, right? So it's a read-only file. You go there, open this file, make a copy, keep it on your Google Drive account and start from there. So that's what I would like to share with you. If you like this video, then click on like and subscribe because that's what we say on YouTube. Thank you. Have a nice day. Peace. All right, I'll cut that part out.